Well, good morning, friends. You are looking at a dark sanctuary. It's just before 6 on a Sunday morning, and I am going to take you through the tech setup here at Grace. I'm walking over to the sound booth. I'm going to find the little lights. I'm going to find Evening 2. That's the scene that we use, Evening 2. And while I'm here, I'm going to press this little white button here on the audio rack. That's going to turn the sound system on. And that will fire up the soundboard. That will fire up the amp rack that's in the tech closet. We're just going to move to the right. And we are going to turn on right behind the ATEM Mini Pro, right below the multi-view here, there is a rack unit that has a switch. This is a power sequencer that turns on the cameras right behind me, the ATEM Mini, and the multi-viewer, and it does it in a particular sequence. So that's important. So that's all we have to do there. Then I'm going to turn on the computer. The Mac Mini is back here, and it's in the back. There's a little button, so I'm going to turn that on. Okay, so while that's booting up, we are going to go over here. We're going to get a couple of remotes. First of all, this very long TCL remote, long one, and then this little white, what is that? Sandtech remote. And these do a couple things. So let's walk up to the stage together. Ooh, I'm not being a very good cameraman. Sorry, guys. Let's walk up to the stage. The long TCL remote is for the stage TVs, our projectors, if you will. So I'm going to turn on the right one, turn on the left one, and then this little white one on number 1 here on the on button. If I press this, it'll turn on all the power to our stage lighting. So you can see that this is going to fire up. This mover is going to fire up. Lord willing. Hello. There we go. Took a couple shots. So movers are going around. And that is our stage lighting power. We're going to go over here to the audio input rack, and this needs to be on. So I'm going to flip this red switch on the audio input rack that turns on our stage audio inputs. It turns on our wireless. And then that is it for the stage. We're going to walk back to the sound booth. And we have to get one more remote. And that is for our confidence screen. That is in the very back. You'll see the smaller Samsung remote. I'm going to turn that on. Get nice little happy blinking lights. You'll be ready to go. Okay, now that the computer is all booted up, we are going to put in the password. Grace Seal Beach, all lowercase. Okay, so we will go through a couple settings here just briefly and make sure that we're all ready to go. So it looks like that this has booted up with our computer showing on the stage screens, our preview monitor over here on our live stream, and the confidence screen in the back. So if that weren't to show up, then I would restart the computer and it would likely go on. A few things that need to be taken care of, and we need to launch. First of all is the Elgato Stream Deck app that's here in the dock. And I'm gonna make sure to launch that. Now I can immediately hit this red red X and X out of that. That's gonna run in the background. I'm not exactly sure why that's not launching at login, but at present, we need to launch that. The second is LightKey, okay? This is gonna come up, I'm gonna press, it's asking me to authenticate something. I'm actually gonna press cancel, and then I'm going to press GSB Sunday, double click on that. And immediately I can click on one of the presets that are down here, and up will come our stage lighting. Now, since we don't need to actively be using LightKey, we can minimize this, the yellow, and that can go down in the dock. So the two main pieces of software that we use, as you know, are the ATEM software control. I'm going to launch that, and the ProPresenter software. Okay, those now are being taken care of by the Stream Deck, and you can go back and forth between them, between the applications, ProPresenter and the ATEM Mini. So I think that is, we're nearly done. The last thing that we need to do is run the macros on our cameras, I believe. And we do that by going here to the Stream Deck, setup, and then you'll see these two blue buttons. It's kind of hard to see. Camera 1 macro, camera 2 macro. And if I press camera 1, this will be the wide screen, and that'll get into the right color space. It'll focus the camera. Macro 2, or excuse me, camera 2 macro, same thing. Now it's in the right color space and focused. That is nearly everything. If I go back to ProPresenter and I get my pre-post slides going on, that we are ready for church. So hope that helps. Thanks.